Hey my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikita. If you are new here, we do all things home. This is part 2 of our fall decorating series here on my channel for 2024. I'm super excited. It's a super juicy one today. We have a collaboration that we're going to be getting into in just a little bit. And also I've got some DIYs, especially one unexpected DIY that I'm excited to share. So I'm in sweats today. I am super cozy and comfy. I think with all the hustle and bustle of back to school, I'm just craving the cozy season more and more. So that is what we're going to do today. We're going to be adding some fall touches to our formal living area. We do have another family room that I consider more of a laid back space. It's got a huge sectional. We have movie nights more so in that room. So make sure you're subscribed because we will be decorating that space in future videos to come for this fall. For the love of decor, let's go ahead and get started. So starting off with a clear and fresh room, including the curtains, I have stripped everything, and over there by the chair on that wall as well. Our kitchen overlooks this area. We've got the sectional, coffee table, and accent chair. I was able to push that sectional as far back as I can on the rug. That way we have more space in the room. And first up, we're going to be tackling our first DIY. I have listed the steps here. I didn't know how this DIY was going to turn out. My sister-in-law and I had a whole bunch of fun. We were solely focused on getting it right the first time, so I didn't get a whole bunch of footage. I will leave everything linked down below for you. This was all found at our local Walmart. So for step 1, you're gonna fill up a large bin with hot water. It is crucial. The hotter, the better. It really helps to activate the dye. You're also gonna need to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of dish soap. This all helps to activate the dye. So you're gonna wanna mix that up very well and then add in your dye and mix that up as well. Once all of that is mixed up, you're then going to submerge your curtains in the bin. And you're really gonna wanna poke at it and mix it for the first 3 minutes, really making sure that everything is submerged and getting included. This is absolutely crucial. You do not want any spotting. Now you may need to alter your measurements depending on how many panels you have. This dye is usually used for small articles of clothing, so I would recommend getting 2 just to make sure that your dye really stains the way you want it to, because it doesn't come out light brown. It's either purple or the dark brown that you want. So just keep that in mind. And of course, it comes with directions on the back. So after making sure your panels are fully submerged, I would say you can get away with 2 panels per bin as well. But after that, you're going to want to let it sit for about 30 to 45 minutes. For step 2, you're going to fill up a separate bin filled with water and your color stay, mix that thoroughly, and then add in your panels directly from the color dye right into that color stay bin, and then you're going to let that sit for the recommended amount of time. This is just a great way for your stain to not go a place, especially after you wash them. Step 3, you're going to rinse this off with your hose and then add it to your washing machine on a delicate load with laundry detergent. After that, you can pop it in the dryer or you can hang it out to dry. And just like that, my white ivory curtains are now this beautiful chocolate brown, and I didn't have to break the bank, especially since these are ceiling to floor length curtains. I believe they're 96 inches in length, and I absolutely love the color, you guys. I am obsessed, and I feel like it brings a nice little tint to the room as well. I definitely recommend you try this out. Moving right along to this not so cozy corner, but we're getting ready to fix that. This brings me to today's collaboration. Thank you so much to BONA for sending over their 360 swivel Forno accent chair. I absolutely love the way this looks and feels. It's definitely giving luxe, but also a cozy touch. The fabric is impeccable. The seat cover is removable, so I love that. I got this in the color linen. It comes in 5 different colors. It easily elevated our space, and I know that it can do the same for you. It's giving timeless modern comfort at its finest. Loving the stain at the bottom. It matches our chocolate brown legs on the sofa, so I love that for us. They have so many options on their website, anything from indoor to outdoor furniture, so I highly recommend 10 out of 10. Thank you so much to BONA for sponsoring a part of today's video. Next up, I'm going to be adding in this Etsy print on this printable canvas paper. I've shared this hack before. I'll leave everything linked down below, but it really seriously elevates your sketches. It makes it look so much realistic, giving off way more detail. So I love that. And I'm also going to be adding in this throw that I've had for some time. It is a Target find from a couple years ago. This was once a part of their fall collection with Studio McGee, and it's a nice little color blocking. I folded it over to this burgundy side, so I absolutely love those deeper tones paired up against that beige. And then I'm going ahead and adding in this creamy fluffy pumpkin that I've had for so long. And then also, speaking of pumpkins, I got this pumpkin from Michael's a couple years back. I love how it's odd in shape. It reminds me of those natural pumpkins that you see at the pumpkin patch, but I'm not so in love with the color anymore, so I popped out the top of the stem. That way I can go ahead and spray paint. I'm using this muted chalk spray paint by Magnolia Home that you can find at Home Depot. Took that outside. I went ahead and placed it upside down, and I'm adding 2 generous coats to this, allowing each coat to dry, of course, and then turning it over and repeating that same step. And I really love how this just muted out so perfectly. You don't always have to replace or buy stuff new. Sometimes you got to think outside the box and go ahead and smack some paint on that thing, okay? Also, it was super easy for me to go ahead and pop that stem back once this dried. So while the pumpkin was drying in this empty corner, I'm popping in this vessel from Hobby Lobby. It is such a staple in our home, and I'm popping in 1 extra plum eucalyptus stem that I've had left over. And then that was that pumpkin that you saw. I just nestled it right there by the fireplace. And then over to the right side of the mantle, I'm going to be adding in this book that I always usually keep here. It just fits perfectly. And then on top of that, I'm going to be adding in a cream ceramic pumpkin. It is in a quite larger size. This was from a Threshold collection, I believe from last year from Target, and you really just can't go wrong. On the other side, of course, I'm adding in my staple matte black candle holders, and I'm adding in those taper candles that you've seen from my home decor haul this year for fall. And then for the back of the sofa, I'm adding in this blanket that I got from Amazon. This was only $10. I've shared this in a Amazon fall roundup. So I absolutely love the color on that thing. It is just so spot on for fall. I also added a lantern in the corner that I usually always have out with a battery operated candle for a little bit of cozy. And then right there on the coffee table, I usually have it completely empty. But for the video, I did add in that acrylic book stand with an open book, or sometimes I just have books laying out as well. But this is how the room turned out. It's never too much, it's just enough, very demure. Let me stop. But I love how this room came out, you guys. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you so much for always spending time with me. I really appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're having fun getting ready for this cozy season. Don't forget to leave me a big, huge thumbs up down below. And as always, I hope to see you back. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye.